Hello everyone. Let's start with the coming weekly outlook. So we will start from the weekly calendar, what news we are going to have on the coming week. So on USD, we don't have news on the Monday. Tuesday, we have decent rate folder news. Wednesday also we have the news, unemployment claims, and some tentative news also. And Thursday we have bank holiday, and Friday we don't have any news. So the majority of the news are present on the mid section of the week. So for me, what I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday could be the good opportunity to look for any trades. Though Thursday is bank holiday, so we will not going to look for any trades on the US peers. And Friday also, I'm not going to look for any trades because Thursday bank holiday, so we'll be expecting some, low volatility or ranging price action on the Friday on the major pairs. So based on the news, what do we have on the GBP and Euro? The slow week, we don't have any news. This is tentative. This can get released or not. This is not, confirmed yet. So we don't have any news on the JPY. So we're going to trade as usual if there is any high probability trade opportunity with that. Okay, let's come to the price action. We will start from the dollar itself. So what the DXY is doing? So DXY just had, the internal to external move, and we have this weekly fair value gap. Price just went from weekly fair value gap to the external highs. So the objective is has already been met, and currently I don't have any bias. So we'll have to see, how the days are forming, so that we can, narrate our bias. So from weekly, I have nothing. But if you see the daily, what do we have? What do we have? So price move from weekly internal from fair value gap to the highs. So the objective is has already been completed. So what happened on the Friday? So we came to the fair value gap. Then again we reached to this highs. So we also reaching above this previous daily highs and also the old highs. And what we are doing, we are respecting both both discount and premium arrays. So if you see this candle closed, swept the previous candle low and closed to the upside, showing the bullish, bullish price action. Also, it is rejecting from the old highs. So better, it is better, to wait here because when we reach to this highs, we can have, new phase of price delivery. Price expanded here. Let me show you. Price expanded here from here to here. So it reached to the other high. It has, completed the objective. So now it can reverse or it can range or it can expand. Okay. So we have to wait for new phase of price delivery to show its hand first. Okay. So if you see on the 4 hour, what do we have? We came above the highs. Okay, now where are we? We are at nowhere. Okay, now it is the time to wait. Let's suppose we close below this up close candle and we had the fair value gap, we respected the fair value gap, then that would be the bearish continuation move and it will show as a reversal. Okay, but if price starts to range, then we will, apply the range trading concept. We will wait for one side to get swept. If price will have, close above it, legs above breakout, then we will trade the continuation. Simple. So now for me, I don't have any bias going into the week. So I will wait for the Monday or Tuesday to have some bias. Then after I will trade. Okay, but let's see. This is daily. Let's suppose daily close. Inside the range of this candle. So if you see the 1 hour, what do we have? So if you see, this is not the reversal. This is the, yeah, expansion is going in, expansion coming out. But what we are doing, we are respecting this up, fair value gap. We came all the way up. We have some relative equal highs. Now, we cannot expect price to reverse all the way down from here. So I am expecting one more continuation to the upside. Then after we will see. Okay, but this is a short term, not the long term bias, because we are taking multiple highs here. If you see, we already taken these highs also. When we take these high, we have some retracement move. Now price expanded to again. Okay, so I will be waiting for dollar to show me, what it wants to do. So this is the bias I have on. I don't have any bias on the dollar for right now. So let's come to Euro USD. My internet is kind of slow today. Uh, okay. So what do we have on the Euro USD? So let's come to the monthly. Let's see how the monthly candle is developing right now. So it has a long week. So this long week does not support expansion. First thing we need to consider in our mind. So what happened here? To do something here, I have to bring, DXY so that you know, I can see if there is some kind of SMT or not because it can shift the narrative. Okay. So why this is lagging? I don't understand what is happening here. Okay, so what happened here? If you see dollar already reached to the highs, but Euro USD is failing. Okay, so still we have the target because Euro is kind of stronger. So dollar, if you see dollar already reached to the highs, but Euro USD didn't. So let's suppose we are we can target these highs, these lows in Euro USD for upcoming days. If dollar wants to go to the upside, then USD will come to the downside. Simple thing, because it is inversely correlated. Okay, so what do we have? Do we have any kind of SMT here? We don't have SMT. We have some failures in here also. USD kind of choppy. Yeah, it moved, to the downside, but I was expecting this highs to get taken. But we don't have any kind of SMT also here, and we just form these equal highs and price reverse. So I didn't took any trade in the last week on the Euro USD just because of this type of price action. If you see, we are in the range. If you can see, we are at the highs, we are at the lows. We are not taking the both any side of the range. So yeah, just to stick with this, price action. If you see, what we have recently did, we have recently, respected this down close, sorry, not down close, the daily fair value gap. And also, if you see, it is a kind of strong close. If you see, we are closing below this, opening of the bearish candle, previous bearish candle. So what I can expecting coming into the week, I am expecting Monday, just to respect the 50% and to come to the downside. This is what bias I have on the USD. It's looking kind of clear than dollar. The only concern part is the we have some kind of SMT here. If you see the dollar already took the highs, but USD fell. So this thing also we need to keep this in our mind. Price can generally it can reverse from here, but I'm not sure. We will see. If it wants to reverse, then we'll have, price. What is the sign of reversal? Expansion in, expansion to the upside. So if it is a reversal, the next candle should, expand. This is the same. So we have to wait here also to see the intraday price action. See, the thing is, if you have SMT here, so what generally can happen? If you have the SMT, the Monday should expand or should close above this down close candle. So the close above this up close candle, then we will have swing formation. But if it doesn't want to expand, then what it will do? It will respect the 50% of this, of this previous candle, and it will do something like this. Okay, this is what I am expecting for now. So I will wait for this intraday price action to determine my determine what the euro USD wants to do. So if I want price, to come to the downside, I generally want price should respect this 50%. Okay, so let mark the 50% and keep it here for the upcoming day. So why I am marking this 50%? Because expansion days we generally have the small wick. If you see the small wick, large body, small wick, large body, small wick, large body, small wick, large body. So that's why I am marking the 50%. So let's come to the 4 hour. What do we have? So if you see the 4 hour, we swept the highs, we swept the lows. Okay. This is this looking strong close? No, this is not looking the strong close. Okay. So we'll have to wait to see, what the Euro user wants to do. But But if you see, what do we have? We have the fair value gap right at the 50%. If you see here, we have the fair value gap right at the 50% of the previous daily candle range. So what I'm expecting going to tomorrow, I want price to, just have the small retracement type of move and come to the 4-hour fair value gap, and we have the strong close. Then I can look to target the previous daily lows as well as this, as well as this low. Okay, so this is the expectation. Yeah, Euro USD looking good to short coming into tomorrow. Monday I can look to short. Okay, but what I want literally price should respect this fair value gap. Okay, if you see inside this fair value gap, what do we have? We have some kind of equal highs are here. So it will be better. It will be better if price will go up, sweep these highs because we have taken liquidity inside the fair value gaps, and then I can look to target to the downside. The USD is looking good. Let me hide this one from the days. Okay. So yeah, then let's go to the GBP USD. GBP USD, what it is doing. GBP USD earlier it is closed. Now it is showing some kind of bullish, strong, some kind of strong move. If you see, if you see how the Euro USD and GBP USD closed for the day. Euro USD closed bearish. We have the SMT with DXY and GBP USD. How it closed? It closed the bullish. But we don't have SMT with euro, on the GBP. Both this lows and this low are not get taken. So let's start from the weekly. So what do we have? Same move if you see why this is lagging. So same move we have GBP USD internal to external move are on play. If you see this is weekly fair value gap. Okay. This is weekly fair value gap. Okay, this is weekly fair value gap. Now what do we have? We have target as the external range. That means what? Internal range to external range. If this weekly fair value gaps are going to hold, then price should expand away. So what price is doing right now? Price is, expanding away. If you see, we are closing below this previous candle open. So it is showing the momentum on the weekly. So if my next week expectation and the drawn liquidity is to the downside, what I really want to see? I really want to see price should expand away from the 50% of the candle. Okay, so if you come to the daily, do we have any kind of key level at the inside the previous day weekly candle range? Yes, we have this, the daily fair value gap. So what I generally want, I want price. If price wants to continue to the downside, it should you should go from it should grow from any kind of key level from daily. So what key level do we have? We have this fair value gap, and I want price to go up to the fair value gap as it is looking looking strong. So from there it should form the daily reversal candle like C2 closer. Then I can look to trade C3 and C4 to the downside. Yeah, this is also looking good. And let's see. If you see this low and this low are equal lows. If you see, these are equal lows. So yeah, this could be the good target. And what else we have? We have to mark this thing also. We already taken the previous daily candle high on the euro, but in GBP, if you see, we are failing to take the previous candle high. So there is a kind, this is the SMT, you can say. Also, this is the up close candle and this is the down close candle. SMT with PSP, it can be, this GBP USD cannot, may face some kind of, some kind of resistance to go to the upside because we have the SMT to the upside. So we will wait for the intraday prices to determine our bias. If you see, if you see these are equal lows, the nice target of the GBP USD also. I like this type of targets where we have equal lows and equal highs towards our drawn liquidity. So HUUL equal lows. So let's mark it here. So what I'm expecting here. I'm expecting this, if this SMT are going to hold, then price should really expand to these equals. This was my expectation. So let me keep it to the left. Yeah. So yeah, looking good. Equal lows here, equal lows are here. So some downside move will be, good for the short. So yeah, it looks good, man. Then come to the gold. Gold is, I don't know what it is doing. It is ranging more, on this month. So what do we have? This has a small wick and we try to expand and we are about to close it. This is the last week of the month. So I'm not expecting some kind of massive move to the upside. Simple. Okay. So what we are doing here, if you see, we are just consolidating. We are inside the weekly fair value gap. Also, what we have done here, we already respected this fair value gap on the weekly. If you see from the close, we are respecting the fair value gap. We are respecting the bearish fair value gap. And what do this is the volume imbalance, not the gap. But somehow, if you see from the candle closer, we are respected. So what happened here? Price, kind of formed this indecisive candle. If you see, there is a wick, a wick is equal on the both sides. So this is where this is an indecisive candle. So there is no bullishness, no bearishness. Let's bring the uh, let's bring the silver for the SMT, and we have to see uh, what silver did actually. So yeah, if you see, we already formed the SMT here, high time frame, SMT, this weekly SMT. So if we form the weekly SMT, what's supposed to happen? If this is a true reversal, the next candle should expand. This simple. Okay, reversal means expansion. But what we did here, when we form the SMT, we are failing to expand. That means what? We can again revisit to the low. If you see, we came below the previous candle low, and we tried to expand. We came here. If you see, this is the daily fair value gap. We came here, we closed inside. Now what we are doing? This candle, this daily fair value gap is not that strong to push the price lower. It formed the long wick. Again, here it formed the long wick. Like price is kind of in between the two PD arrays, and it's if you see this can be considered as a range. Okay, like that's why this week is indecisive. Getting my point. So because there is no strong momentum neither to the upside or to the downside. So if you see, what do we have? We came below this previous daily candle low. Okay, previous low. So we are already forming SMT over here, and what we are doing, we are closing inside the C2. If this, if if this low or this SMT has to hold, then price needs to expand on the next candle. So now this is not the range because we already taken the low on the silver, so we cannot consider this as a range. We will consider this low is already been taken because in silver we already took. So what I'm expecting, I'm expecting if this is a genuine reversal, price should expand to the upside. But one thing we need to take into consideration that if you see the silver, we already taken this highs. Okay, if this is a true reversal, because we have already taken this highs, okay. If this is a true reversal, then what's supposed to happen? This candle supposed to expand. Then why it is not expanding? This is the first question. Okay, if this is a true reversal, true SMT, price expanded, have gave some kind of signature, reversal signature. What expansion up, expansion down with fair value gap. So if price had the fair value gap, then why the price did not expand it to this, expand it to the downside and form the another fair value gap? This will the fair value gap shows us the momentum. Okay, then when this price reached to this fair value gap, it tried to push down, but on silver it successfully pushed to the downside. But in gold it formed the SMT, it didn't took the low. And what we did, we closed inside the range. So what I am expecting to the coming days, I am expecting price should hit to take those highs. This could be the nice drawn liquidity if and only this is the true reversal. Okay, we have the reversal here, we have the reversal here. So what I'm expecting coming to the Monday, I'm expecting price should respect this 50%. Okay, and go to the upside. Let's confirm this reversal on the 4 hour or 1 hour. Let's see we have the V-shaped reversal or not. If you see, yes, we do have the V-shaped reversal. You see this thing. Okay, if you see, what do we have? We are closing over this down close, consecutive down close candle, price close over. This is looking like V reversal. Yeah, it's looking good, but it have been more better if there is, fair value gap. If you come to the 1 hour, what do we have? Yeah, nice continuation move already, we formed. It's looking good on the 1 hour, you know. I'll show you. What is the signature of the reversal? Signature of the reversal is V shape. We came down. We have some kind of, ranging move here, but we are going and respecting this fair value gap. If you see, this is the H1 fair value gap, and we kind of respected this, down close candle as a order block, and we try to push to this upside. But what I am not liking here, when we closed above this consecutive down close candle, this down close candle is supposed to hold the price, which have fair value gap. But what price did? Price did not respect it. This one. This is not looking good. This is not this sign of continuation. But what else I am not expecting? I am not expecting price should reverse, away from this failure sign. So yeah, still bullish on the dollar. So what I am expecting on the Monday? I am expecting Monday, to sweep these lows again, then have some kind of V-shaped reversal, and we can look to target the size. So yeah, I'm bullish on the gold. Okay. So let's remove this thing. So yeah, bullish on the gold. And we'll look to target this, these smooth highs. If you see, these are nice liquidity to target. Okay, so gold is looking good, euro looking good, gold is looking good, euro also looking good. But we will wait for intraday price action. And GBP also looking good because we have the SMT with some clean lows. Okay, let's come to the GBP GPY. What it did? GBP GPY finally took the high. I took one trade yesterday, last week, and it was a win actually. So when we already took the highs, so what I told you, we are near to these highs. Okay, so our final draw on liquidity is here. Let's bring the Euro JPY first. What Euro GBY? Euro GBY is basically stronger than GBP JPY. Okay, we already took the high. What we are doing? We are just expanding away. But what we are doing, GBP JPY, we didn't took the highs, but I cannot consider this as a SMT. Why? Because when we took the high here on the Euro USD, Euro JPY, we are not reversing away from it. Okay, so we are continuously creating fair value gap and we are moving to the upside. So I am expecting GBP JPY to catch up to this Euro JPY and took this high. Simple, nice. And what do we have? We came below we came below this range, we respected the order block. Now what we are closing of this down close candle, simple. Okay, so what we are expecting upside move. If we are expecting upside move, then how we are looking to trade. We will wait for daily to show us this continuation signature. So when we engage with the high, what we are doing right now, when we engage with the high first time, we didn't reverse. The second candle went to the upside, showing the breakout, but third candle closed inside the range. So we will wait for more price action because we don't know what will going to happen. But still, I am bullish. I'm leaning bullish on the GBP JPY, and let me yeah, let me see the lower time frame price action. Okay, so if you see here, what we are doing, we are taking we are taking this kind of low. Okay, this kind of low on the Euro GPY, but GBP GPY is failing to take. So what we made the, is it take it? Yeah. So we made the SMT here and we closed inside the range. This is not the super, bullish close. Still, if price wants to respect, it should respect the 50% and should expand. Then it will be the nice target, to the upside. If Monday can go up and close above this, down close candle, then it will be very good signature to continue to the upside. Okay, so we'll have to wait here also. And if you see the 4 hour, what we are doing. So this is okay. So this is the SMT here. And if you in 4 hour, nothing, we are just, we are just respecting this 4 hour down close kind of fair value gap. If you come to the 1 hour, if you see the 1 hour, do you think this SMT going to hold? Just just see from this price action. Price is just ranging. If this is a reversal, price should expand, it's move away from it. What it is doing, it is just ranging here. So I am not expecting this is a reversal. So we'll have to wait for more price action on the GBP JPY. Okay, maybe we have to wait for Monday to show us what it wants to do. So yeah, basically let's summarize all the thing. Dollar, we are unsure what it wants to do, but I'm not expecting this is a reversal until and unless we have something on the daily and a 4 hour. Okay, so but on the gold, I'm expecting this reversal, this SMT to hold because of what? Because of this lower tension price action, because we are already, expanding away from this reversal. So yeah, I'm leaning towards bullishness on the gold. And if you come to the Euro USD, we have also SMT here. And if you see the 4 hour, we are not, moving away from this SMT. This is a sluggish price action. This is not the shine of reversal. And so I am expecting price should come to the downside again. And if you come to the GBP USD, also GBP USD, we have the SMT to the upside with Euro. And also, I'm not, expecting price should leave behind these equal lows and move away from it. Okay, it can happen, but we will react on it. But still, I'm expecting downside move on the GBP USD. GBP JPY, we have to wait for the Monday for the, for the more price action, because now this is not super clear, because we already engaged to the down liquidity and to the highs. So yeah, this is all about the coming week. Expect a good week coming into, coming into the week, and whatever the take I will take, I'll try to journal it and upload it on the YouTube. Thank you.